Hello degenerates and welcome back to another treasure update, this time for Flora, and she is probably my favorite character for this batch. First of all, because she's a cute wife that got omega shafted when she came out and her kid was really bad, but now it's actually been changed and she's a really strong contender for a T1 character. I need to test more, obviously this is day 1 still, but we're talking about an 85% attack, not even counting the true damage here, plus an extra 45 if she has a shield to 2 characters. Before we talk about her kit, because there are a few things to consider for Flora, what are going to be her niche? So there is 3 places where I can see Flora being used. The first one is going to be Missilis Tower. There is not good B2s in Missilis Tower. So now we get Flora, next week we get Senti. Those 2 might be the best to run together. Or maybe Flora Naga, or maybe Flora Trina. But right now there is nothing really good, so Flora takes that spot as the best buffer currently for the tower, unless it's a boss with core where you might want to be running Naga. So Misery's Tower is the first. The second is as an alternative B2 to Maid Mass. You all know how Maid Mass is one of the most popular characters for high deficit content as a B2 after 3 rotations because her huge attack buffs and also the reload speed. So instead of providing attack and reload speed, what Flora is providing is attack and also some true damage. But she's a good alternative. If you don't like Mast, if you never got her, or if you don't like counting to 3 like me, because I'm a gacha player and counting is hard, then Flora is a good alternative. I never ran Maid Mass with Crown on raids. I prefer to put Delta. So now I have a character that I can actually put that is going to be better, and it's going to be Flora. So those are her first 2 niches. Missilis Tower, normal content as a B2 off burst, mostly paired with Crown as a Maid Mass substitute. And the last one, as a true damage character that can be used on both Iron with Laplace and Chisato, on and on Electric as well, with Adawon and Ain, so both of them. So those 2 teams are also actually getting a nice increase in damage. And she's actually getting pretty good increase. For example, in here, using Flora and Takina instead of 8 and Takina, well, just a test to see the true damage buff itself. Just going from 10 bill to 13 bill, again, just as an example in there. He's doing really good for those true damage buffs. Now, before we go into what I would put her on the tier list and some extra test with Flora, so I can put these in here as well because they are both for her. Something to consider as well is her kit. So she has a couple things to remember. The first is the adjacent position. So her skill 1 works only on 2 adjacent characters and herself, and she will be putting Peace of Mind. Restores HP continuously. Now, this does not really work with Crown, or it only works once when you apply the buff, and then it will not be proccing every second, right? So you cannot get the Crown buff with this. But the thing is that this stacks up to 5 times, and you increase the stack count, so you will increase your own Peace of Mind after every 100 shots, and you can get up to 5 stacks. This means you can proc Crown skill 2 up to 5 times with Flora, and then it will stop working. If we're talking about Royal Attire, I think, yeah, this one here. Activates when recovery takes effect, affect all allies, attack damage. So you can proc this up to 5 times with Flora, and then it will never proc again, because again, healing over time does not count towards that. It's only the first application that will count. So that's the first thing to consider. The second is that she needs to be placed between your important characters. And that is because her skill 2, this one right here, activates when a shield is placed in front of this unit, affects all allies in Peace of Mind. She will be giving 45% of attack. That is pretty nice. Really nice. Also, because the adjacent allies are the ones getting the true damage buff in here. So your position will matter. You have to decide, okay, do I want those 5 procs on my Crown, right? Do I want to put them both together? Or do I want to be giving my buffs instead to both of my DPSs, right? And instead doing this. It's gonna be up to you. It's gonna depend on the fight. It's gonna depend on a lot of things. As long as you remember to put her between your DPSs, as a general rule of thumb, you will be fine. I do like putting her first before Crown, so I can full auto. I can be a lazy bitch. So I can do Flora first, then Crown forever. Again, up to you where you want to be putting her. If you want to be getting that Royal Attire, or you want to be giving your characters a lot of extra attack if you are proccing the shields, right? And then, like I was saying earlier, her best thing is just simply the amount of attack she's giving is stupid. So 85% here, 42 true damage, 30% true damage here, 45 with the shield here. Now, for some comparison, like I was saying, on a Kraken run on this account from Rich, we're going on a clear on 1 minute 44 seconds with Flora right here buffing both SBS and Liberalia. And we are doing really well, 1.44. And then with Mast, bursting only twice on this fight, because counting to 3 is hard. I'm kind of autistic, guys. What can I say, right? I'm kind of retarded. So going from 144 to 135 in here, again, pretty similar damage. It depends on what you're doing. So it's only like only quote-unquote a 10-second difference with one of the best combinations you can run in this game, which is Grown Made Mast. That's what I'm considering putting her as a T1, but I need more testing. So whenever we keep doing more testing, and you guys can see some from Risa as well right here on the Flora test, like I was saying earlier. This is a Chisato with 90% elemental, 35% attack, core 7 Chisato, so pretty strong one, 7, 10, 10. And then she's doing really well. Like I said earlier, from 10 billion to 13 billion a year. I think we might be seeing some true damage teams finally. It's taken forever. Like, for example, on this previous raid, people were finally running Laplace in here. So she got some usage, 20% on Island Eater. It's still not fantastic, but if we are getting better buffers for true damage, it might mean we can finally slot those characters in. So like I said earlier, both Laplace and then also Chisato for the Iron team, and then as well with the new characters, the electric characters for Ada and Ain. Also important, but this max HP that she is giving here activates when entering burst stage 2, regardless, if she is bursting or not. All allies in Peace of Mind increases max HP without restoring. This means you could also be placing her with the new Laplace and still benefit her quite a bit, because Laplace will be benefiting from max HP. If you guys remember, on here, this attack is going to be increasing based on the user's final max HP. That's why we're waiting for Maxwell. So Maxwell, Flora, Laplace might also be a pretty good team for win week content. We will see next week whenever Maxwell actually drops. By the way, Maxwell looks fine, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Like, she looks actually really, really good. Where is she? I'm not sure if you guys saw her skin, but my god, she looks fine. Look at this. She's printing her ass. Like, literally printing her ass. A 10 out of 10. I might buy the skin. I think she's really cute on this outfit, way more than her default one. So, might go for this. That's it. And that's everything for this video when it comes to Flora. A pretty nice character. I think she might be the winner for this batch, either a T1 or T2 for sure. And once again, all this batch of treasures feel a bit weaker than Private. Obviously, Private was a stupid treasure and Moran as well. But they are really, really solid. Really happy with her. She is the next one I'm building on my own account because not enough resources, so I did Sugar first. That said, once again, thank you, Rich, for letting me test stuff in here. As usual, any questions you guys may have, feel free to leave a comment down below. Good luck with your pool, dinner rates, and I'll see you in the next one.